Hello everybody, I am Barkin and today we will be playing Rush on Grannd Bazzar. Now right here, I try and use this tactic quite a bit. You just rush this BM com and it works out fairly well. Now right here, I start trying to like push up, but I don't want to push past here really. I try and stick right at this area. And the reason for it is they usually will fly through that tunnel trying to get to B. Now if you can cut them off like I am here, pretty much you secure the BM column. Because they're going to keep coming for where you are. If you can get a teammate or two up in there and arm it, pretty much you win this first level on Rush. Now, the next one I'd say is kind of hard compared to this one. I mean, a lot of people would argue, well, this one is pretty much the best, like the hardest to get at, but I'd say not exactly. Because when you think about it, you only have to cut them off, like right here. You know, with a long-range gun, you can pretty much pick them off before they can even get close to the MCOM. Now, right here, this is way back when the frag rounds were so annoying, and the Mavs. So, you know, this is a really old gameplay, but it was one that I wanted to use, but on YouTube they don't allow you to upload longer than 15 minutes until like, I don't know, like a couple of videos you upload and a couple of views. But I finally got that, and now I'm gonna be able to upload these longer gameplays for you guys, because I know that everyone enjoys, like pretty much Battlefield people enjoy the longer gameplays. Like they want to see the whole thing if you're pretty much a Battlefield vet. Now, also, I will be putting up, as you saw, if you've been following my channel, I have quite a few like little clips I get. I'm going to put up some of those because I have quite a few on my hard drive. And I pretty much think that people enjoy those. I think that they're kind of nice. Now, I have to say, I really wonder, like, I see quite a few like top plays videos and things like that. And I don't know, I don't want to start up a console versus PC war here. And if anyone does that, I will probably just remove your comment, because I think they both have their aspects. If you look at it, consoles could easily take a little bit of an upgrade and have a low-end PC and be able to have like 64 player and things like that. It wouldn't take much. But I don't know why they haven't. It's a little bit of a price, like, uppage, like, what is an Xbox right now? Like between $250 and $300-400, somewhere like that. It's not much, but if they were to say bump it up to $600-700 on another console, you could easily run a 64-player game, because it would be about the equivalent of a low-end PC. But for some reason they haven't done that. Now, I think the Xbox has 7-year-old stuff, and I think the PlayStation is a little bit less, the PS3. But like PCs, and I'm getting one here soon. I have ordered most of my parts. I have to pick a few up, and then I'm gonna build it. I mean, it's like $700. I'm getting an i7. I won't be getting a graphics card until later, but still, it's like pretty much everything except for one part for what I need to be able to play Battlefield is there. So it's not even like, I don't know, it's not like PCs are hard to obtain. It's not like they're something new, but it's almost as if like people that play on console, they think, I don't know, I think they think highly of the whole entire thing with it. I don't know, it's weird. Like, I enjoy console, I really have, and it's like, I don't think that you get the full experience from some games like Battlefield. On the larger maps like Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, things like that, they seem like they would be more fun if they had the 64 player, just because it's the larger map. Now, I have to say, I do enjoy playing on console. There are things I like on like the controller or flying. I do enjoy that. But when I'm aiming, I do find it, like, I have played some PC games before, I find that the mouse and keyboard is usually a little bit easier to aim with. Maybe that's just personal preference, but I don't know, like, I find the 360 controller comfortable to fly, but I find that keyboard and mouse is easier to run around and move around during the game. And plus too, like, the precision aiming is kind of nice with the mouse and keyboard. With consoles, there's a lag between where you start pushing the joystick and where it actually starts registering that it's moving. There's a little conflict in between when you start moving it and when it starts moving. It's a couple milliseconds, but it still is frustrating. And I don't know as if a wired controller versus wireless would make a difference, but still, like, sometimes I can say easily while playing here on the console. I haven't had a chance to play it on PC, but pretty soon I will, and then I'll pretty much be able to give you my full opinion, like console versus PC. Now, I know PlayStation had a lot of input lag. I know that we've had many of glitches, say the frag round and the dart glitch. I know that those were a problem, but they've pretty much been patched, and there are still some out there that are kind of harmless glitches that don't really make a difference to the gameplay, but they are fairly nice for just like knowing that they're there, not to abuse them, but just so you can be aware of when someone's using it. And I know quite a few, I'm not even gonna lie, I know quite a few of the glitches, but I don't use them because using a glitch like that is kind of cheating. Now, I thought I cut that out, but yeah, right there you see I switched to the 320 because there were so many guys that were just bunching up, so I decided to use the grenade launcher. Now, another thing that I think is funny is how people constantly, and I mean constantly, will be like, oh, the noob-tube spam. I haven't seen as much as some people would think. Now, I'll admit, I have gone into team death matches and just noob-tubed only. Now, usually it's on a camping sniper that constantly goes to the same spot. I'll admit, if you're a camping sniper, odds are, if you're gonna camp, and I'm in your game, I'm probably gonna either noob-tube you, small you, run up knife you. I don't know, if you're gonna be doing that, I will do that. I mean, it's basically, I'd say it's almost like fair game if you think about it. But now, there are some things like in the game, I think there were a few things like on the M16, adding recoil I don't think is the best way to patch it. Now, there's quite a few that have said, like, you know, make it pretty much a little bit different, like keep the recoil but increase the reload time. I can't remember where I heard it, but some of you that might listen might know. But you know what I'm saying, like, there's quite a few, I think it was on one of Big Mooney's videos that someone in the comments said that. And I have to agree, like, if you're going to patch a weapon, talk to the people, ask us what we think, what'll make it better for the gameplay. Now, I'd say we need to keep like the AK and the M16 pretty much, like, since they're the starter weapons, they need to stay pretty much like, how can I put it? I think they need to stay easy to use, because people that come into the game that aren't used to it, they need something simple and easy to use. Now, there are some guns that could use a little bit of buff and a little bit of nerf. Now, like, me and a friend, we were talking shotguns. I don't care if you're using an M1014, the 870, the Spaz, MK3A1, there shouldn't be a questionable, like, kill at close range. If I'm within, I'd say, 5 to 10 meters, or even closer, you know, odds are I should win that gunfight with a shotgun, just because it's a shotgun, it's meant for close range. Same with a PDW, maybe a little bit further out, maybe like, say, 10 to 20 meters, like, instead of really close range, but still, I should win most of the gunfights that I'm going up against with a PDW or a shotgun, because it's a close range. Now, admittedly, like, AKs and things like that, they should win at close range, because they are just, I mean, they're a fast-firing weapon. PDWs, the F2000, AEK should be better at close range because they have a faster fire rate. The M16A4, the AN94 KH2002, those are faster. Now, like the M16A3, the AK74U, and things like that, that have a medium fire rate between, I think it's like 650 and 750 rounds per minute. I think that those should have like the all-around advantage. Like I heard one of the other guys I watched, the Russian Badger, he said like the M16 has such a nice reload time because of that 1 second. It's so fast. Now, if we were to up it by say half a second, it's not going to destroy the gun. It's not going to nerf it to oblivion. It doesn't like, it won't wreck people that love it. It's not going to destroy that for them because it's going to keep the same stats, just a little bit slower reload time. And I have to say, I think it's now the third most used weapons that I've used so far. And I have to say, I still like it. I don't even think after the patches that are coming out, I don't think I'll stop using it because it's a nice gun. Now I'm curious to see how DICE is going to fix it and see like about the patching and nerfing and buffing of the weapons. Now like the M5K, I like it, but I have to say the small magazine, the kind of poor accuracy, like I can easily beat someone with an MP7 or P90 just because it's not that good. Now I'm not griping and complaining about the gun balance. I'm just saying there are ways that it could be fixed. I don't know the exact ways, but you know, if you want in the comments, you know, discuss it. We can try and figure out some things. And you know, if you want, send this video to DICE and say like, hey, you know, look at the comments, look at these guys. Like, let's try and get DICE and the community back together, and let's try to get it to be like, let's make this game better than what it already is, because it already is one of the nicest games I'd say out there. Not fanboying or anything. Call of Duty is nice, I will give them that. Their engine and everything has been polished, but you have to give DICE credit, DICE and EA credit, on the fact that they have gone with Battlefield places that other games haven't. Now there are some with destruction, there are some with like weapons that have different damages and different speeds and bullet travel time and things like that. They are out there, but if you look at it, these Battlefield games that people that play Battlefield know, you have so much to consider, and a lot of people, I'd say, they just kind of get scared when they go into it. And I had a friend who said to me before he started playing with me and some of the other people that we both play with, he didn't really know what to do. And it's kind of crazy because I didn't really think about that. You know, before he said, you know, he saw a chopper, it was like, oh shit, a chopper. And now it's like, you know, it's a chopper, you know, let's pull out the RPGs and the SMAs or the Stingers or Javelins or whatever. Like, you know, let's take care of this, you know, let's hop in a tank and let's shoot it down. And, you know, I think we need something like maybe a video or two that basically say, hey guys, here's what to do when this happens. Now, I can be the one to do it, but I'd have to say it would be nice to have a lot of collaborations, like not just from one or two smaller YouTubers, but from bigger YouTubers, so we can make the Battlefield noobs a little bit better. Because as we play, I know for a fact some of you have been Rambo revived. I know some of you have been killed by the glitched guns. You know, it's okay to use those, I guess, but if you really think about it, it's not fair to the other players when that happens. Because say like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, the tanks are overpowered, it takes so many shots to take it down. Well, not really. If you think about it, the sides and front of the tank have more armor than the rear. You know, instead of facing it head on, try and flank around and kill it. You know, if you shoot it twice in the back without reactive, it's a destroy. Shoot it 3 times in the back without with reactive, because you have to take off the reactive and then 2 more shots and it's done. You have like no more tank to worry about. Or make it even easier, just run up and place C4 on it and blow it up. You know, it's that simple, and it gets frustrating when I see people just basically run away from the tanks. And now something that's funny is one of my friends, he actually said, no, like if you're a recon or assault or something like that and you don't have anything for it, charge the damn thing. Just run straight at it and see if they hop out. Because if it sees you, odds are you're dead. if you can get close to it, they might not know as if you're recon or support or what. So odds are you might actually be able to get them to hop out and you have a free tank. So it can work if you know what you're doing and if you're playing right. And I can say definitely, like, if you're not worried about KD, which I know a lot of people are, especially people that come from Call of Duty, they want a high KD. I don't know, in Battlefield, I would prefer my win-loss and my score per minute to be higher instead of my KD. Because say I have a 900 score per minute versus a, like, 2.0 KD, you know, I'm going to feel better because I know I'm taking out enemies, I'm giving points for healing people, giving them ammo, things like that. And you know, if you're being a team player, odds are your score per minute is going to go up. If you have a team that you're communicating with, odds are you're going to get revived, which means no death counted. I mean, if you're playing that way, you're going to do way better. You're going to have more and more, like, KD is going to go higher, your score per minute is going to go higher, your whole entire gameplay is going to speed up. Like, it's going to be more action-packed, because if you run a good squad, odds are your whole entire enemy team is going to be wanting to take your squad down. Not because of getting a squad or anything like that, because you're being a menace to them. They're going to be watching for your names, they're going to be watching for where you're coming from and what you're doing. And, you know, basically what I'm saying is, if you're not sure what to do, and there's someone that is like a higher rank than you or something, or doing really well compared to you, and you're running a mic and you want to know and they are too, just ask them. You know, if you don't get an answer, you know, too bad, so sad they didn't answer, but there's plenty of people, and if you see me somewhere online and you ask me a question, I'll probably try and answer it for you. And I think I went like 42 and I don't know, we'll see at the end. I think it's 42 and 20 or something like that, but really high KD, and this was quite a while ago. I mean, this is literally a couple, let me see, it's on this, it's almost 55 ranks almost. Yeah, it was 55 ranks ago, literally, when I was level 10, because I'm a level 100 colonel. So yeah, I went yeah, it was 42 and 13, I guess. So until next time, see you guys later.